Hello, everyone. I'm your host, Andrea Giraldo. Welcome to Meetings of the Minds, brought to you by the New York City Hispanic Chamber of Commerce in partnership with BronxNet. This show was created in direct response to the COVID-19 pandemic as a way to highlight the work of our members and partners, as well as to understand the resources they have to help our community in those difficult times. Today's guest is my good friend, the president and founder of Donnelly Moore Corporation, a highly regarded IT consulting and offshore IT project-based firm that serves the U.S. market. Welcome, Eileen.
Thank you. How are you?
Good. She joins us to shed some light on the services offered by her organization that have led to her success in the business and beyond. Please again welcome Eileen Guzzo. Hello, hello.
Thank you for having me this afternoon. What a pleasure.
Thank you.
I've always heard so many great things and always watching Meetings of the Minds. Great program, wonderful endeavor that the New York City Hispanic Chamber of Commerce has put together for the community at large.
Thank you, thank you. So let's dive into our questions today, Eileen.
Sure.
So can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what sparked your passion for going into business, particularly the IT world, which, you know, it's very challenging.
Yes.
It's known to be a man's world. Mm-hmm. Please tell.
Well, I got started in the IT business many years ago. I actually went to school for media studies, Hunter College, and I studied languages, French and German. But at the time, I had various friends, a lot of friends in New York City that were in the technology field. And I knew it was very lucrative. It was a great upcoming field 27 years ago, many years ago. And I decided to, after college, start taking some courses and certifications in the technology area. And from there, it grew into a passion of mine. And at the age of 24, I actually started with $1,000 and a dream, a gift from my uncle from Argentina. And I started this company called Donnelly Moore.
Great. Well, 27, you don't look past that age. So I don't know when you started.
At 13.
Yeah. So what led you to go that independent route in starting your own organization of Donnelly Moore?
Well, it was always a dream of mine to live in America and to own my own business and to forge my own destiny. And it was through a lot of hard work and perseverance and many various different jobs that I had before this to be able to afford to put this together that I put my money together and all my efforts went into starting this business. It was not easy. It takes a lot of courage and a lot of tenacity, and you always have to seek people within the industry that can mentor you and teach you the ways that have walked the walk before you.
And thank you for being so candid with that, with the challenges. And that is true for many business owners. But in your case, when you started Donnelly Moore, what were some of those challenges that you were facing?
Well, in the beginning, I really, I knew about technology, but I didn't know how to start a business or put it together. So I sought different resources in the field out there. I learned about different governance organizations that help companies that are starting out put their things together and get perhaps some ways into potential customers. And some of those organizations are the small business development centers in all throughout New York State. All the different counties of New York State have an organization that's funded a little bit federally and as well as state, and it's called the Small Business Development Center. I believe it's part of the SBA.
It's powered by SBA, yes.
Right, and that was a catalyst. That was an organization that helped me figure out, based on the technology areas that I wanted to serve the community and the customers, what, to put together a list of potential customers, phone numbers, different departments that I could start calling. So it was really from the ground up. I started with a lot of fearless cold calling. Yes.
Awesome. And as you've navigated those challenges through the years, in order to maintain your success today, what else has happened through the years with those challenges that you've been facing? Aside from the startup phase, how have you maintained yourself with the different challenges in your journey?
Well, always seeking mentorship, and even sometimes your own customers lead you to potential new opportunities within the business. Once you know that you're reliable, honesty and reliability above everything. And
so your good name also.
Yes, your good name will take you, farther down the road than you think, And so you might be working in some infrastructure areas, but the customer sees potential for other areas where you could serve. And sometimes these customers will come to you and say, well, you do this, but could you do ABC, on top of whatever you're offering already? And that's how you grow your company,
So you're being aware of opportunities that are out there as well.
Yes, you are. Yes, you have to constantly be seeking opportunities, looking at what's available. As a company in the technology field, that serves New York State and New York City, besides private entities, some of the things that you have to constantly be checking is the New York Contract Reporter. The New York Contract Reporter is online. It's an online tool.
I'm sorry to stop you, but
Yes.
let's explain a little bit what the New York Contract Reporter is, because that's foreign language for a lot of our viewers.
Okay.
So we want to make sure they can learn.
Sure. So the New York, as far as I understand, and you may know more than I do because you have an SBA background, Andrea, but the New York Contract Reporter is a tool put together by New York State government that all the agencies that have buying power of different services or products put out their requests through this site. You create your profile as an entity that's selling a particular professional service or product or software. You create a profile and you choose on the profile the different areas that you could serve within as a vendor, and you will actually start receiving emails from the system alerting you to potential requests for proposals in your line of work. And you can also proactively check the website. I check it or my team checks it on a weekly basis to see what's out there. And we have gotten contracts, state government contracts, by answering requests for proposals. It's a lot of hard work. You have to have folks that are versed and understand how to put proposals together. It's not something you start doing day one in your business, and you learn with time, and it's not, not everything happens the first day you start, start your business. So you go one step at a time.
Perseverance. That's one of my favorite words.
Yes. You go one step at a time. I remember my first customer came several months after starting out, and it was my first customer was a deployment of an installation in Microsoft, something that we don't do today, but and it was in the garment industry actually.
Oh.
Yeah. But we've grown through the years.
Very interesting.
Yes. We've grown through the years, and we are serving Fortune 100 type of customers in the New York City area and beyond.
So how would you consider your success for Donnelly Moore today versus when you started?
Well, the proof is in the pudding that we're still there, and it's 27 years
27
later.
years.
Wow.
Almost 3 decades.
Oh my goodness,
God.
so long, so many things.
Yeah.
But, getting certifications, and always being abreast and understanding what's going on in the marketplace and how you can market your company better is super important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I like that you brought up the government procurement part of your business, because you do hold several certifications. You have MWBE, DBE, Federal GSA, 8A, GWAC, program, everything. So what is the significance of all of this, and how important do you consider all of these having been instrumental as well for your growth?
Yes. So let me tell you a little bit about what these certifications mean. So one time I met with a business advisor of the Small Business Development Center of the local area where I live in New York. And he said, you know, I think that you qualify to be certified. I had not been certified socioeconomically, but I had technology certifications. But as a business, he explained that that's why it's so important to meet with people that are business advisors and that can help you, and that can be mentors to your business. And he explained to me that I could be certified, and that he thought I qualified to be certified as a minority woman business enterprise. You can seek this certification. It's almost like becoming a citizen. It's a big process.
You felt official when you got it.
Yes, it's a lot of paperwork, but if you qualify, you should go for it. It's a feather in your cap. It's a door opener. I believe that as a business, you stick as a vendor because you provide a good service and not because of the certification.
So the certificate opens the door.
Opens the door
to a certain degree.
To certain organizations,
Yes.
you know. But so we're certified as a minority woman-owned company by the state of New York. We are certified as a minority woman-owned company by New York City Small Business Services. Later on, that was in the early 2000s. The business started in 1997, but in the early 2000s, I sought the certification of NWBE. Then later on, you can also, it's more geared towards construction-related projects to have a disadvantaged business enterprise, which you get certified by New York State Department of Transportation, or New York City Department of Transportation can certify you as a DBE.
So with all these certifications, you're 27 years in business, what sort of organizations do you work with? Are they specific to New York? Where are they located? I mean, if you can definitely share, a little bit of that, because I know that can be confidential. But
No, yeah, so through the years, I remember in the early 2000s, we started heavily within the financial sector. One of our first customers was Goldman Sachs. Merrill Lynch, we've sold to Citibank, Bank of America, a lot of the financial sector customers. And then the unexpected happened, 9/11.
yeah,
And, certain...
sadly.
Yes, sadly, certain things that happen in life in general affect one thing or another different ways. And because of the sector we were in, heavily invested in the financial sector, that really affected the business very, very much, because the financial companies within 6 months of this event started to lay off IT consultants, which is our area of expertise. We provide IT talent, professional services to our clients on a project basis. So folks that work with us and my team at Donnelly Moore may be information technology architects. They may be information technology development, coders, quality assurance, project management within IT, IT business analysis. So a lot of the software development lifecycle side of the house, as well as some infrastructure, high-level roles like server administration.
So those are more the opportunities that you offer within the IT industry.
So we deploy folks from our team to work on projects at our customer. So our customer has a need to develop a mobile application. For instance, Encarnacion or whatever company it may be has a need to develop a mobile application, or the MTA, mobile applications for subways and buses and ready-at-hand information.
So with all these professionals, because you've mentioned like within the IT scope, there's like many different areas that people can go into. What is your recruiting process like to vet these people?
Well, we first start with what the customer is looking for. So we are retained as a vendor on multi-year contracts for specific skill sets. And so we first start with what the customer is looking for. We have folks within our team that do technical testing. Technical testing is something we do day in and day out. So if you're applying for a .NET programming position, we will have a .NET programmer screen you for this.
Okay.
And we'll do screenings.
So it's a rigorous vetting process.
It's a very rigorous vetting process.
Yeah.
References are checked, background checks. Depending on the customer, there's a lot of driver's license monitoring. There's so many things involved in being an IT consultant. But many folks prefer to full-time work at a specific customer, especially in the technology field, because it's forever so ever changing, and it's nice for somebody that's an IT architect to develop a project, be the mastermind behind the scenes and architect the entire idea, and then move on to another customer and do a different project.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and I love how you like touched a little bit of everything, but you, as the head of Donnelly Moore, have received multiple awards, and I know for a fact she has. Throughout the years, a lot of recognition for your accomplishments in business. What would you say, or what are you most proud of for generations that are coming up that you would provide advice to as a professional working woman?
Well, I would say that you have to build a cohesive team. It's all about your team. It's not yourself. I may be representing Donnelly and Moore here today, but I'm nothing without my team. So it's all about a cohesive effort with everybody that works within the company to always be mindful and respectful of everybody that you work with. And I believe that the team makes the company.
Excellent. And education-wise, as far as people who would want to reach either the small business ownership career, as you have chosen, or that are looking to go into the workforce?
Well, there's so many opportunities today. If you're looking to go in the technical field, there's so many certifications. Sometimes if you start working from the ground up, say on a help desk position, and you have just an associate degree, and you want to grow from there, you may not necessarily need. It's not as everybody thinks that you need a master's degree and depending on what area.
PhD in mathematics.
Yeah, no, it
rocket science.
Yes, it depends what area within IT you're going to choose, but sometimes getting all those certifications could be, very, very instrumental in advancing your career.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And as far as cybersecurity, is that a field that is currently expanding, you feel? Is it becoming more and more popular?
Absolutely. We work heavily within the cybersecurity field. I was actually just on the phone before with some folks that we work with. We're doing research to find some good cybersecurity analysts, which are the more like the entry-level folks. It is the field today. Besides AI and big data, if you study or you get involved with cybersecurity, rest assured, if you're good at it, you are guaranteed a job today.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely something that all of our customers are looking for, and is so pressing, especially in the financial sector, all the banks. There's so much fraud, and detection and prevention are key.
And I happen to know, because I know Eileen, she has a little secret that has not shared in the cybersecurity field with Fordham.
Oh, yes.
So yes. I think, please, I'd like you to speak of that.
Yes, absolutely. Well, it's just in time because this particular opportunity is about to close January 30th this year. But I'm involved with a scholarship through the New York City Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. I invite everybody to follow the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce at hispanicchamber.nyc. The Chamber, together with Fordham University in Midtown Manhattan, have a scholarship, a one-year degree for a master's in cybersecurity. We are looking for qualified Latinos in the area that want to study cyber. We've had thus far in the last 5 years, 5 individuals go through the program. I want to make mention specifically of the director and founder of the program for Fordham, Dr. Thayer Hayahne, who has been an advocate in involving a diverse population of students, and that's why he's seeking through the scholarship to involve folks that would otherwise perhaps not have a chance to pay a $90,000 program. Yes.
Yeah, and I think it's very important also to share with the viewers that although you did mention that the deadline's coming up,
Yes.
that so far it has been recurring year after year.
Yes.
So can we possibly expect a following opportunity?
Absolutely. So every year, towards the end of the year, we are recruiting for individuals that have a 4-year degree in the area of science. Not restrictive to technology only, although that's more conducive. But for instance, we had a young individual that had studied psychology. There's so many areas within cybersecurity that you could expand into.
That's
So,
very interesting
yes.
with psychology.
Sure, yes, because
Wow.
you study
Behavior, patterns.
behavior. That's right. Yes, yes.
Interesting.
Yes, yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is.
And where can they find out more about that specifically?
Well, I'm reachable through my email at eileeng@donmor.com, and you can also reach me on LinkedIn. And just write me a message on LinkedIn. Eileen Guzzo, Guzzo. Yes.
Thank you. I really like that initiative that you
Yes.
started because
Yes.
I know that you started it, and I think
Yes.
it's very nice that you're looking to empower within your own field as well.
100%, because after you walk for so many years in the field and you have so much to give and impart some knowledge from what you've learned, it is so rewarding to it's more rewarding to the giver than the one that receives. So I really enjoy being part of the community and trying to help people that are starting in the field get their feet wet.
And beyond that, bringing the diversity into
Yes.
the field, which
That's
is
right.
very important.
Absolutely, yes. So that's what we're doing through the New York City Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, day in and day out.
Excellent, excellent. Eileen, any shout out to the rest of your team?
Yes, everybody, hello, here I am on TV. Just
Your husband?
yes. So I have 3 children, and they're all growing already and in college and soon to graduate high school. So very, very busy, but God has been good.
Excellent,
Yes.
excellent. And where do you see your company going in the next 5 years?
Well, we're always looking to achieve and conquer more. There's many different customers and opportunities out there that await us. So we're looking always to grow. If you're looking for a job in technology, check us out. We are.
Please give us the information. I'm sure they
you
would
can-
love to
you-
know.
You can go on our website every day, www.donmor.com, and you can search and look at new jobs that are being posted there.
Mainly New York, New Jersey, or?
Well, we work throughout the New York tri-state area, although some of our customers, like for instance, we've worked with federal government. We've done a lot of federal work, and that has taken us to other states within the U.S. But we like to focus in the area because we like to meet everybody we work with, and it's more more cohesive and palatable to business to do business within the area that you are in.
Of course, that
Yes.
you're present.
Yes, and to meet with the customer, so our team
Have
is
that one-on-one connection.
absolutely. It's all about relationships. It's all
I
about
agree.
relationships.
Agree,
Yes,
100%. Again, any final important thought for young people
Yes.
that are watching,
Well-
aside from the opportunities on your website?
Absolutely. Well, the important thought is to apply yourself to whatever it is that you're looking for, 100%, no delay, and to just go for your dreams. That's what I did, and it wasn't easy. I came to the States on my own at 18 years old, and I started this business at 24. So if I did it, I know you can.
Excellent. And where
Yes.
did you come from? You haven't shared that.
Oh, I came from Argentina. Yes,
Argentinian.
yes,
Very
yes,
good.
Yes.
Very good. I love it.
Yeah.
Eileen, thank you so much. You're
Thank
such
you.
a gentle soul, such a
Thank you.
wonderful person. I know her personally.
Thank
I
you.
love her. We're
Thank you.
friends, so all our smiles are actually happen off camera as
Yes,
well,
yes.
and our laughs.
Yes.
But again, if any of our viewers would like to find more about Donnelly Moore Corp, you can visit her website at www.donmor.com. You can reach her at her email, eileen@donmor.com. You can find her on social media, on LinkedIn, Donnelly Moore Corporation, at her personal LinkedIn, Eileen Guzzo, Guzzo. You can find Donnelly Moore as well on Twitter and everywhere else on social media. Again, her website is www.donmor.com. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have today. I want to thank you again, Eileen, for joining us and
My
providing
pleasure.
so much information and insight to your business, your life, everything, and just the IT industry in general. Keep following BronxNet TV for continued coverage. If you're not a member of the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, you can always visit us at www.hispanicchamber.nyc. Again, that is www.hispanicchamber.nyc. You can also engage with us on LinkedIn at New York City Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, all spelled out. You can follow us on Twitter at NYCHCC16 and Facebook at NYCHCC. So for the time being, I'll see you next time for another episode of Meetings on the Mind in partnership with BronxNet. See you next time. Ciao, ciao.